Imagine the chill of digging in an old European churchyard. The ground is cold, the soil heavy with the weight of forgotten centuries. Your shovel strikes something solid, not a stone, but something else. You carefully brush away the dirt to reveal a skeleton. But this is no ordinary grave. Lying across the skeleton's throat is a heavy iron sickle, a farmer's tool positioned like a blade, as if to behead the corpse if it ever tried to sit up. This isn't fiction. Archaeologists have uncovered dozens of these unsettling, deviant burials across the countryside. They all point to one chilling conclusion. The people who buried these bodies were deathly afraid of something. They truly believed the dead could rise. They believed in vampires. But this makes me wonder, what do you think was the real source of their fear, the supernatural or the very real and unexplained deaths happening around them? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. The most famous of these sites is in a small village, but the practice was widespread. From the 1300s to the 1600s, these strange burials became common during times of immense crisis. We're talking about the Black Plague, waves of cholera, and famines that decimated whole communities. When people began dying suddenly and in great numbers, with no understanding of germs, they searched for a reason. They saw a pattern. Often, after one person died, their family would quickly fall ill and die too. The only explanation that made sense to them was a horrifying one. The first victim had returned from the grave to prey on the living. The creature they feared wasn't a sophisticated count. It was a bloated, monstrous corpse. Folklore described it as having a ruddy face and blood around its mouth, which, to us, are clear signs of natural decay, but to them it was proof the body was feeding. So, what did they do to protect themselves? They performed rituals. I want you to think about this. Which of these ancient methods do you find the most extreme? First, there was pinning. They would force a large stone into the corpse's mouth, a brutal gag to stop it from biting or cursing the living. Second was decapitation, placing the head between the legs or away from the body, ensuring it couldn't find its way back. And finally, the method we started with, the sickle. This was a deliberate trap. If the body stirred, the sharp blade would cut its throat. But the biggest question is, who were these so-called vampires? For a long time, the theory was that they were outsiders or criminals. But science has revealed a much sadder truth. Chemical analysis on the bones of one such burial showed the person was local. They were likely the first to die in a terrible outbreak. They weren't buried with a sickle out of hate, but out of a desperate, tragic fear. Their community was trying to stop the death they saw spreading from the grave. Could you imagine being faced with that impossible choice? This also explains why methods varied. In some regions, they used stakes. In others, they bound the bodies. Here, in these farming communities, the sickle was a powerful, everyday object, a tool that gave life by harvesting crops. It became the chosen weapon to take away a death that wouldn't end. So, were these people merely superstitious? Or were they using the only logic they had to fight an invisible enemy? In a way, the vampire was their explanation for the terrifying spread of infectious disease. These graves are not just holes in the ground. They are powerful symbols of human desperation in the face of the unknown. I'm really curious to hear your final take. Do you see this as pure superstition or as a logical response for the time? Share your verdict below. If this glimpse into a darker chapter of history captivated you, if you're eager to understand more of the past's secrets, then please help us out. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more journeys into the mysteries that shape our world. Let us know what historical puzzle you want us to explore next in the comments. Thanks for watching.